Hello guys, welcome to the stream. I placed on cash game at natural 8 today, and then our trends continue unfortunately. Yeah, we were like lost some crazy hands. Hold on. Let me try to get the table set up. Yeah, earlier today we played some natural 8 cash game, and unfortunately it didn't go so well, even though we like had a break-even session. But our king's pre-flop all-in versus king 10 offsuit lost because he flopped to diamond. He had king of diamonds, and then he get there on the turn with the flush. And we lost with the ace king versus ace 7 all in pre. Lost with pocket jacks versus pocket ace deuce suited from the blind. He shoved over our 4-bet with ace deuce suited, and then he flopped quads. Some other hands as well. It's pretty unlucky. I think I got it in like 5 times in the session. All 5 times we were like at least 65% favor. Some were like 90, but we ended up losing. All of them. All 5 of them. So hopefully we can get to turn around this session. We've been running pretty bad in July in general, so hopefully that's gonna stop. We still have 2 days left, 3 days left in July. Just hopefully things gonna pick up. King 9 suited, gonna open on the button. C-betting with the gut shot and flush draw. Turn to flush. By the way, on Friday I will probably not stream because we do have a Venom tournaments, 2650 buy-in. We qualify that through satellites, so we basically get to play a $2,650 tournament for free. Gonna try to win that one. I think first place is like 1.7 mil or something. Not gonna barrel here against the shorter stack. Three betting with 6s here. Most of the time it's a fold, but if we decide to play, 3 betting is the way to go. On this flop, we're just gonna go for a small c-bet. And we do pick up the pot. Hey, what's up, Gino Stacker? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the good luck. We definitely need it. Like I said earlier today, like we we ran pretty bad. We're supposed to be up at least 6 to 7 buying in that session. Ended up losing 5 all-ins with equity at least 65% on all of them. Lost all 5 and ended up having a break-even session. Small CB on this board. But I guess looking at the brighter side, we still managed to break even in that session, so I guess it's sort of good. Here's small c-bet on this board. And here we're gonna barrel pretty big on a turn with the open-ended over card and flush draw. On this turn we're just gonna barrel really small. And we do get there with the king. Not sure if we should value bet when he checked to us. Probably just check behind, I think. I don't think a jack will call. Here we're just gonna check fold. I just think he has too many aces in his range. He does have a flush, so we did a good job not betting the river there. On this flop, we're gonna go with a small c-bet. Because he doesn't connect that well on that board, so he either have an ace or he doesn't. Here we got dunk bet. We're gonna put in a raise with top pair. King benefit our range way more, so if he checked it to us, we're gonna just barrel. I'm gonna go for 30. We have a lot of king in our range, and we do pick up the pot. Checking behind there is totally a mistake. Here against a weaker player on this board, we're just gonna start with a small c-bet. Only one overcard out there. When he calls, I do expect him to have like something like small pocket pairs, and then this is a pretty good turn for us to barrel. 3-betting with king queen offsuit. Gonna barrel the turn pretty big. It would be very difficult for him to call with the queen here, and then we do just pick up the pot. And then if he called the turn bet, we could always barrel the river, and then for him to call there, he has to have king queen specifically. If he has like some kind of random queen, he's just gonna fold to a river bet. So we didn't just do the over bet on the turn for purpose for him to fold. First of all, of course we can get him to fold on the turn, but even if he called, I'm not totally feel comfortable to just barrel the river, and I don't think a lot of his queen can call. Unless he have like king queen specifically. Here against the calling station type of player, we're just gonna start with the bigger c-bet. 3-betting with kings. King queen suited, easy open. This guy has a lot of money. He's kind of not the greatest player, but he has tons of money, which is good for us. This guy's way too loose, so it's just gonna be like a recreational player. Gonna call and then play a flop. Check calling on this board. We can actually opt for check raise, but I think check calling is fine. Probably check calling again. Here with the diamond, we're just gonna start with a small c-bet. And hopefully he just check it down. Here facing a cutoff raise in the small bet, 3-bet. We're just gonna put in a 4-bet and then get it in. 3-betting with ace-4 suited. Here facing a 3rd bet. We don't be much, we only be like a complete air bluff. Which I don't think he has, because this is like a really dry board, so I'm gonna give him credit for a king. Nice hand. Gonna call. Ace king. We need the heart, and we don't get there. Not too surprised. That's the way he has been this whole month. Really hard to win anything. Folding to a 4-bet. 60%, 61% equity there. Queens versus ace king off. We don't get there. He flop an ace. Start with a small c bet. Against 2 players, we call and see a flop. Using a bigger c betting sizing here. And here we're gonna barrel the turn. When can we win a flip? I do not know. It's been a while. Been a while since the last time we won a flip. Under the gun raise and the call. King queen we can fold. 3-betting is fine as well. Here we got blind versus blind gets 3-bet. If it's suited, we see a flop. Even though we're running like crap, but I still have a pretty good spirit. I think we're still playing really solid. It's just the variances that's kind of frustrating. We're actually gonna fold. Defending with Jack 7 suited. We do get 3-bet by the blind. Normally that means stronger range, especially against our under the gun open. Here we're gonna check call with the backdoor flush draw. That's not the greatest turn. We're just gonna call with jacks. Not exactly sure if we can fold after this flop. We're only beating ace king and ace queen here. And I think we're gonna put in a race. Probably fold to a jam. And he does fold. If he has queens plus there, he's jamming for sure, so he's folding ace king, ace queen, unless he wants to, unless he goes crazy. Under the gun race, with ace king, we definitely putting a 3-bet. Gonna make it a little bigger here since this guy cold call. Ace 4 suited, we're gonna open. Mid position folding is fine as well. Don't mind the fold. This guy's kind of crazy though, with the even though like it's small sample size, but he 3-bet like 25% of the time. On this board, we're just gonna do a small c-bet, and then hopefully he just folds. If he doesn't, we probably have to give up the turn. On queen though, here with ace queen, you're gonna put in a 4-bet. We're actually gonna barrel this turn. Facing a 5-bet against this player. Just gonna get it in, I think. We're never folding. Good thing that he didn't snap call. I think we have the best hand here when he tanks. We do pick up the pot. The reason why we jam there, because you don't want to just check and then calling his jam. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because we're gonna get it in either way. So I'll rather be the one who get it in instead of just calling, if that makes sense. Because you never know what he could be calling with, right? He might be calling with king queen there. You don't know that. But if you check it to him, he will always just check back with king queen there. That's why we just jam. Even though like the chances of him calling with king queen there is pretty low, but it's not 0, right? So if it's like there's a 15% chance that he might call there, then we have to jam. If we check, then we just lose all that value, right? So even like so we have like $150 on the river. If we jam and then let's say he has 20% chance of calling with king queen, that's like what, like 120. That's like a $30 EV if we jam. But by just checking, like we'll never get that. By checking, is always just gonna check back with king queen, and then we don't get that $30 extra EV, if that makes sense. Riz is my name. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So jamming there was the right play, because we're never check folding there when we hit the ace on the river. I mean, obviously he could have ace queen, but we're just never check folding there with $150 behind, and then the pot was like 170. Thanks for the comment. I try my best to be playing well, but just hopefully you can run like a little better. That would be great. Running 15 buy-ins behind July, definitely not fun. Gonna start with a small c-bet on this flop, especially with the king of diamonds. Rizzy, thanks for the subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Pretty good turn. We're just gonna barrel it pretty big. He can obviously have a jack. He can obviously have a flush draw. I think jack is calling this bet though. We just want like maximum value. He does raise. That's a little bit concerning. He could have a 5 here. I don't think we're folding yet though with positions, especially. Not happy with the call. Just gonna call and see what he does on the river. He does jam. Not sure if we can fold here. All the draw misses. He's only wrapping at 5s here and pocket deuces. Kings is like top of our range though. Like if we start folding top of our range that often, then it's just creating troubles. I'm just gonna call. Hopefully he has like. Oh, this is really rough. It's kind of gross. I guess he can have a 5 here. Oh. It's pretty close. I would just literally just roll and then see like what number we roll. Probably go for a call. He does have a 5. It's really unlucky. It's really close. We came really close to fold. Here, overbetting the river. Check calling again. Really close. Almost folded there. I guess the indication was the raise on the turn when we overbet and then he raises, but like we don't have enough history with the guy. Some people they'll feel like overbetting is a weakness and then they'll just raise it with like combo draw or something like that. It was a possibility, assuming he's a good player. His stats seem solid. Like we don't have that much history with him. So we decided to go for the call. Unfortunately that he had the 5 there. I guess we could have folded there, but it's pretty close. With 2 flush draws out there, and it's just really hard for us to give an unknown player any credit, I'll say. Here on this board, we're just gonna bet when we track 2. Only 1 overcards. Yeah, I try to explain the thought process as best as I can. Of course, I'm not like always right, but try to be right at least. Here, we're just gonna defend with 9-7 suited. Here, 3 betting is 10. 10-9 suited. If it was like against a regular we have experience with, probably lean more towards folding. But against unknown, it's really hard to fold kings there because you just don't know like what they're capable. Especially he 3-bet like 25% of the time. Like against a player like that, it's very hard to give them credit for a real hand, even though like he really played like he had a 5. On this board, we're just gonna try to fold. A lot of hands connected with the board. And pocket 6 just doesn't do well. Don't really have any potential either. Here we get 3-bet by this guy. With 10s, 4-betting is okay. Calling's fine as well. I'm probably just gonna go for a call here. And we do flop a set. Hopefully he has ace king or something. King queen 3-betting is okay. Calling is fine as well. Gonna go for the 3-bet here. He does bet pretty big. We're just gonna do like a small raise, hoping that he has ace king. He's probably just gonna jam with ace king. Pretty good turn. I think we check and get it in on the river. Checking, expect to chop a lot. And we're just gonna jam the river. I don't see him folding ace queen, ace king. That should be what he has. At least ace jack. Hopefully we get paid. The reason why we check the turn here is that our SPR is pretty much 1-to-1. His SPR is 1-to-1, so it doesn't matter. Check calling here. Doesn't matter if he check back the turn, we can just jam the river, and it's still stack to pot ratio is still 1-to-1. So don't really mind that. Doesn't really make that much difference. He small bet the turn. We're actually gonna raise here. Unfortunately, he fold there. And we do pick up the pot. When he fold there, I just don't think he has anything. At least not an ace. Because he's never folding ace there. When the SPR is 1-to-1. Here we flop another set. Probably go for check call here on this flop. There's really nothing out there. Here we got checked the second time. Not gonna bother to bluff. Just gonna call. And then that's a good turn. He's always barreling this turn. Just gonna check it to him. He's barreling this turn with or without an ace. And we're gonna put in a huge raise here. Check it behind. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything. Here with the gacha and backdoor not flush draw, it's good enough to start with a small c-bet. Here, small c-bet with ace queen, and here against two player, we're gonna actually against just big blind, gonna bet a little bigger here. We got check raise. Just gonna fold here. Pretty good card for our range. I think we'll be barreling a lot here, and then here we turn the not flush draw, and then just gonna go for an over pot bet on the turn. And here we're gonna barrel. We do have a gacha straight draw, and then king hits our range super hard, so unfortunately he does call. I think he has a jack here. Queen 10. Not sure if we should 3-barrel on this river, because he does have some backdoor hard draw in his range. So actually we're gonna check behind here. Expect to lose to a jack, like queen jack, jack 10, ace jack type of hand. Oh yeah, king queen. He's never folding that. So good thing we didn't barrel. Here we're just gonna check back with ace high. Turn a pair. On here we're gonna c-bet with our range, pretty much just range betting. Here we're gonna go for a small bet on the turn. We have all the ace in our range, and then got check off fairly quickly. 3-betting with jacks, and just gonna check behind when backdoor flush gets there. I don't see us getting value from anything else but a 10. He does have a 10, but I think we missed like $10 value there, but it's okay. He could be trapping there easily. 3-betting with 10s here. Against this player, I think we can just rip it, or we can call. And then just get it in on then ace king queen high board. Either way works. 4-bet 4% of the time. I guess we go for a call here and then evaluate on the flop. We are never folding after this flop. I'm just gonna check jam. If he has better pairs, then so be it. nothing we can do. When you call 4-bet with jacks and then you see a flop like this, you're never folding. If you're folding, then it's totally negative EV. Just hoping he has ace king here and then c-bet so we can check jam. He has queens. It's unlucky. We're never folding there after 4-betting, calling the 4-bet. If you call a 4-bet and then see a flop like that and then you check fold, then might as well just not call the 4-bet. Which is fine as well. If you just like fold to the 4-bet, then it's totally fine. That if you want to fold to a 4-bet with jacks, it's totally fine. But if you decide to call and then you see a flop like that, you have to go with it. It's just really straightforward. You're never folding jacks when you see like a 6-3 deuce board. Seeing a flop against 2 players. When it gets checked around, we can start betting on the turn. Be Easy 516, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So this Friday I'll be playing the VNN tournaments. I qualified through a free roll. So got to play a $2,650 buy-in tournaments pretty much for free. Hopefully you're gonna do well on that one. We might string it if we make a deep run, but it's like a long grind. It's like I think 15 hours day one. Here with the over and the gut shot, I just don't think he's folding much here. Here Queen Jack suited and gets under the gun raise. We can call and see a flop, but we have to be like extremely careful since his range dominates us a lot. We do flop top pair, losing to king queen and ace queen. Check calling. Here we're just gonna check back against 2 players. That's a pretty bad turn. It's probably like the worst turn out there for us. Just gonna check fold. I expect him to barrel here like 100% of the time. And he does barrel, and we're just gonna check fold. This is like one of the worst turn out there. Like we don't beat anything now. Pretty bad flop for pocket threes. On this board, we're just gonna check fold against a regular. He's gonna play tough, so I don't expect him to just fold on the flop. On this turn, though, we're gonna start to bet and then try to take it away. I think a small bet will do it if he doesn't have spade. He does call, and then we pair our 10. We don't beat anything here. I expect him to at least have a spade here or an ace. So just gonna check fold. Opening with 5 blind versus blind against a recreational player, and he does just have an ace. Pretty good flop for pocket 5s. Just gonna go for a C bet. Pretty good turn. Just gonna keep barreling. If he called this bet, I expect him to have like 7s, 8s, something like that. He does fold. He could be calling with like ace, jack, ace 10 with gacha and overcards. Defending with ace 6 suited. Calling the small blind 3 bet with position. Under the gun raise, we're just gonna call and see a flop. Check calling. Folding to the C bet. It's just not a good board for king queen to continue. Here that's a pretty bad turn. Here almost always barrel, and then we really don't have anything. Of course we can wrap at 8s, but that's like the only hand we can have if we continue. Facing a small C bet, it's very tempting to call. Just gonna fold here though. Here we're folding. Calling with force. On this flop, we're just gonna fold. Here we got squeezed by the big blind. This guy seems like a recreational player. I think it's okay for us to see a flop. And we do flop overs and flush draws. His range is pretty strong though, so if we hit our 10 or 9, I'm not even sure if it's good. But we're definitely calling this bet. Six doesn't help his range. Against this bet though, I think we're mandatory to call. It's not fun getting milked, but and we don't get there. I mean, he can have some ace king if he just checked, and then we might just jam. I guess we can rep like 7. We can rep like a boat. I think that we're gonna go for it. I feel like betting $50 is probably better here. If you have ace king is folding, actually we're just gonna jam. Just in case he have like jacks. And it does work, good for us. And king 10 facing big blind 3 bets. Stick to cash. Yes, I'm pretty much a full-time cash game player. The reason why I'm playing the Villain is because I qualify it. So on ACR, if you get on the Beast board, you get like free roll tournaments every week, every Sunday, and then so I'm on Beast board every week, and I made the satellite, so it was like a $95 buying tournaments, and then for the Villain entry. And then I did qualify for that. It's a good river to good turn for us to barrel. And here we're gonna just bet out. And then we did qualify for that tournament, so it was like a $95 buying satellite, and then we made it to the entry, which is $26.50. And we're gonna play tournament. I don't normally play tournaments. Like we play. I think we're jamming here. I don't expect him to call here. We have all this ace king here. So yeah, I play like WSOP every year. That's about it. Obviously this year there's no WSOP live. There's only online, and we got called by King 10. That's such a crazy call though. Like he's supposed to fold. I don't mind that at all though. Ace Jack suited, we're just gonna call. I'll do that play like almost like 90% of the time because he just doesn't have a strong range there. Like we'll do the same with ace king, with aces. It's just unfortunate that we're bluffing there, but other times we'll have it, and then he's just gonna pay off. But unfortunately, when you're like running terribly, people are just gonna look you up light. Like him calling with king 10 there was actually terrible, and then it's gonna be negative EV 100% in a long run. Even though he wins the pot there, it's a negative EV play 100% of the time. When he called there with king 10, because he doesn't beat anything, and then we're almost never bluffing there. I mean, I guess he knows how we play, but I don't regret that play at all. It's easy jam. Here on this flop, we're just gonna small c bet. Spin. Yeah, when we have stronger hand, we got check raise. I think we're just gonna trying to think if we should call and or just get it in. I don't expect him to have like jacks plus here, because he's always gonna 4-bet. I guess should we go for a call and see what he does on the turn? It's one of the worst turn, but it might be bad for him as well. Oh, he just rips. Obviously, we're folding. When he rips this turn, he almost always has it. Flop a gut shot. Gonna go for a raise here. He does call fairly quickly. I don't think he has a lot of 4 in his range, so we're definitely gonna barrel this. We're just gonna bet like small and then barrel the river pretty big. I think that'll work. Here on this spot, we're just gonna go with the c-bet. I'm gonna barrel the turn pretty big here. Actually, we might just jam this turn. We block Jack 9. He does check raise. That's really weird. I'm gonna bet like 50 and get it in on the river, I think. 3-betting with aces. If he jams, I think we have to call because we block Jack 9. Ugh, that's a pretty bad river. We're just gonna check and hopefully he check back. He jams. Ugh. I feel like we're in this kind of situation every day, every session, every few minutes. I don't like check calling. I don't think he's ever bluffing here. Maybe we should have just rips the turn. But since we didn't do that, we have to fold here. Don't think we're ever good there. It's very unfortunate, but kind of grow used to it. That's been the way this month, unfortunately. 3-betting with kings. On this flop, we're gonna see bet pretty big. See betting this flop. Gets check raised. With pocket fours here, we'll probably just fold. We don't have that much potential. Queen Jack suit is pretty hands, but small blind out of position against under the gun raise, we just gets dominated way too often. We got dunk bet. I'm just gonna fold here. We're gonna lead the turn. This board connect with our big blind calling range pretty hard. Here, with the suited ace, we're gonna put in a 4-bet. Folding to a jam, obviously. Pocket 6 on this board, we're just gonna check back. It connects too well with his range, calling range. And we got called by the small blind. Here you check the second time, we can start betting. Got called by 2 players. On this flop with the king of spade, I think we're just gonna check behind. Checking on this turn. Betting with 10s against cutoff open. If it checks to us, I expect ace high to be the best hand quite often. He overbet 100. Just gonna fold. Here we got 4-bet. We can jam. We can call. I think we're gonna go for the jam here. Good luck us. Ace king, can we hold? Wow, we win an all in. Congrats guys. Running good. Finally able to win an all in. I think we're being on the streak of losing like 11 or 12 all-ins in a row. No matter if it's like a flip or we have like 80% favor. I think we lost one with like 90% favor yesterday. It's been running pretty brutal. Pretty good to feel good to win one. Here we flop a gacha. Gonna go for a check call here. Because if we see bet on this board, I expect us to get raised a lot. Turn it open in this straight draw. Gonna go for overbet. And we do just pick up the pot, that's nice. Yeah, not only on ACR, I thought it was like an ACR thing that we were just running back on this platform, but we play on natural A sometimes too. Play a ton today morning, and then it was some crazy shit. Like we got it in like I think we lost like 5 straight all-ins, and then every single time we were like at least 65% favor. So we dominated our opponents every time we got it in, and we ended up losing like all of them, like all 5 of them. So we're supposed to be up like at least 6 to 7 buy-ins, and we ended up like breaking even. So it's pretty sick. Here, getting 3-bet on a small blind with queens, we're just gonna flat call here. And we do flop top set, and hopefully he has like aces or kings. Facing a small c-bet, we're gonna do a small raise. Pretty good turn. Maybe we start to get lucky. I think we just jam here. 4-betting with ace queens offsuit. We just jam here. Once we hit the board, we're never folding here. Gonna start with the small c-bet first. And he does have kings. And we turn an ace. Just gonna get it in. A little bit shocking that he folded there. Maybe he had like jacks. That's the only hand that he would call a 4-bet and then fold. Here with the second pair in gacha, we're gonna start with a small c-bet. And here, pretty deep, we're gonna 3-bet a little bit bigger. Small c-bet on the flop here. He does check the flop. We're just gonna check back the turn, expecting to have a lot of ace here. And diamond gets there as well. With 3-bet and facing a 4-bet. Pretty tight player. We're just gonna fold. We don't beat anything, even though it's just $4. He's never bluffing there. Here, this guy's like super tight. He never 3-bets in 43 hands, so we're just gonna give him credit and fold our jacks here. And here, pocket tens facing small blind 3-bet. Gonna call and see a flop. 3 overcards, great. We don't beat anything here, it's just fold. Opening with suited ace. Here we got 3-bet with ace king. This guy rarely 3-bets. He does it once in 87 times, so because of that, we're just gonna call. And then we do flop top pair, top kicker with the backdoor not flush draw. Gonna go for a check call here. Turn an ace. Turn a not flush draw. Just gonna check. This guy, he probably never 3-bets king queen here, so I'm pretty confident that we still have the best hand unless he have aces or kings. Not sure if we want to barrel here. And he does barrel again. And here he dunk bet on the river. I expect him to actually have a lot of flushers here, or even king jack. We're actually just gonna fold our ace here. I don't think we beat anything. When he dunk bet like that, we're just gonna call. And then check call the river. Chop chop. We do have the free roll on the turn with the hard draw. Yeah, it's been pretty rough, but it happens. That's poker. I wouldn't complain though, because right before this stretch, we did have a 10 BB per 100 stretch for the past like 50,000 hands, so we did run pretty well. We're never gonna average like 10 BB per 100, so my career average is about like 5 BB per 100, so it's still like a crusher stats. But yeah, we have been running 10 BB per 100 for the past 50,000 hands, so I kind of knew that a bad streak is due. I just hope that it's not that bad. I expect like 10 buying, 10 buying downswing or something like that, 15 buying downswing. That's normal. Totally okay with it. It's part of the game, right? If there's no swing, then the game cannot be profitable. So just gonna look at it that way, and then you will feel better when you get sucked out and shit like that happens to you. He dunked back to us. We really don't have anything but the backdoor flush draw, so we're just gonna give it to him. This guy seems like kind of like a crazy maniac. It's all part of the game. I think my worst downswing was like in like 150,000 hands, and then we're like down like 20 buyings or something. That was pretty rough. Pocket eights. Against our buddy, we're just gonna put in a 3-bet and let him know we have a real hands. See what he does. Checking here. We do get 3-bet, blind versus blind. Gonna put in a 4-bet and get it in. He does have ace king. Good luck us. Hopefully we don't run into aces. Jacks. And flop a jack. Clubs. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shit continues, bro. Lose another 80% favor. How sick is that? How sick is the game? Another 80% favor, and then boom, on a flop just like that. Sucked out. Crazy. Crazy shit. This game's crazy. Crazy game. Nothing we can do though. Play pretty well. Pick up some EV money. Can only look at it that way. What could we do? I'm not really that surprised. Like in the morning, We lost on like 90% favor all-ins, 80% favor all-ins. It's just been like that. It's not just ACR, natural 8, even like poker apps. Shit like that has been happening to us throughout the entire July. Zarek USD, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. At least we're gaining subscribers and followers, right? Just during this suck out crazy period, at least we are gaining some viewers, some followers. That's nice. Keep the positives vibe going. And eventually we're gonna turn it around. We got cold call by 2 guys. On this board, I think we're gonna go for a small c-bet and just shut down, because they do have like some pocket pairs here in their range. Obviously they can have like king queen. We do just pick it up. That's nice. Here we flop second pair. On this board, we're gonna go for a pretty big c-bet. HUD tracker. This is poker tracker. The HUD for poker tracker. I don't normally focus on stats that much. I only use it to spot like a fish player. Against regulars, I don't even look at stats that much because I feel like stats can be sometimes misleading. We're gonna see bad with queen 10 here. This board hits our under the gun range pretty hard. We have a lot of strong ace. We do pick up gut shot. I think we're gonna go for a barrel on the turn and barrel the river if the heart miss. Here gonna start with small c-bet with ace of clubs. We do get there on the turn. Here against 3-bet and cold call, we just gonna fold. On this river, we're definitely gonna barrel. Sizing wise, I'm gonna go for just 50. Hopefully he fold an ace. His range is capped at like ace 10 here, so. And then when we bet 3 street, we have like ace king, ace queen minimum. So if he had ace 10, he should fold. But I don't know him, so hopefully he does the right fold. Bet and 3-bet. Gonna put in a 4-bet. This is a little bit tricky because we're like super deep. And he check jammed, so I guess he had the bolt here. It's kind of crazy. I mean, he has to have a bolt here. Obviously folding. That's unlucky. And it's gonna be a crazy big plot. Latron 1, hey, what's up, boys? I've been running pretty shitty recently. Hopefully you have been running better though. It's well, my buddy. C-betting this pretty big. I think I'm gonna go for a half pot here on the turn. Actually, I'm checking. I just don't see that him folding any pocket 10s, pocket 9s here once the flop goes check check. Hopefully he has ace king and then we chop. That's the only thing we can hope for here. He's probably checking behind with like pocket 9s and pocket 10s here too. We do chop. That's nice. I guess we can bet and take it away, but playing that deep, we just have to be like a little bit more careful. Manny122, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It's really weird when we run like shit. We gain like tons of followers today. I guess it's you know, pros and cons, right? When we ran like shit. got some followers to comfort us a little bit. Gonna keep the good vibe going. Suck out is part of the game. Even though it's pretty sick to lose like 5 or 6 consecutive 80% favor hand. But shit like that does happen. And mathematically, it does happen, so don't be shocked. Nothing's rigged. It's just bad stretches. As long as we're still playing great, Ace Jack facing under the gun raise, we're just gonna fold. Putting a 3-bet here with Ace 9 suited. My player. It's 100% necessary. I don't think tracker is 100% necessary. Some people use it better than some other people. Against this guy who never 3-bet, we're just gonna fold. On this board, without the spade, we're just gonna go for 1 c-bet and then shut down if it's called. I don't think tracker is I don't think HUD is necessary, but tracker is definitely necessary. So you know like how you're doing, and then you're tracking your winning and your winning and losses. That's very important. But HUD is, I don't think it matters that much. We check calling the turn when we actually we're actually gonna barrel this. Yeah, so I don't think HUD is important, but tracker is very important. You need to know like how much you're winning, how much you're losing, how you're doing, what's your expected value, what's your all-in EV. Those are important stats. But the HUD itself, I don't think it's necessary. For example, if you're playing like natural A, natural A has like kind of like a built-in tracker. If you're playing probably check calling here. If you play like Bovada, like Ignition, those are unanimous pool, then you can't even use the tracker. So he does jam. It's a pretty tough spot. I think we have to go. We do pick up the pot. Over here, like I did say that we were gonna check call, just because he had a lot of like ace high of diamond, ace of diamond, a lot of draws, and then our hand does look like, you know, pocket pairs, some busted ace king, but he blocked the draw. He blocked not flush draw, so I don't think he's bluffing there on the river was a correct play. He should probably just give up because he blocked the not flush draw. That's the only hand that, you know, that's gonna get bluff off. So I don't like his jam on the river. Here we flop the nuts. Start with a small c-bet. Open this straight draw. Here facing 3-bet from under big blind, and we raise under the gun. With position though, against a kind of like a crazy loose maniac, we see a flop. Here we do get called, and this is a terrible turn. We're just gonna check. And here we're gonna go for a small c-bet. Just folding here. And check folding here. Checking the turn when the space gets there. Just gonna go for like a $50 bet. This turn really killed the action. Kinda suck. When he checked behind, we're actually gonna check the river. Actually, king is pretty bad for our hand because we do have some ace king. If he has like pocket nines and pocket tens here, it's very hard to get value. Just gonna go check. I don't think it's calling. If we bet like 50, I don't think it's calling with pocket tens and pocket nines. And then he could have a flush here, so check calling is probably better. And then he has some random bluffs too. Just gonna call. And we do pick up the bluff. That's nice. Not exactly sure if he's gonna call our bet. Probably, since he has 2 pair. But the reason why we decided to check call there was because we're gonna check call this flop. And actually lead out this turn. We can wrap a lot of tens here. Because if we bet and then we get jammed on, we basically have to fold. But if you check, he has some random bluff that he would bet, and then like there he value bet 2 pairs. He probably put us on like ace king. Here we do get raised, we just have to fold. I think here we just jam. They have like 200 big blind. I was just kidding. That's gonna put a 4 bet. It's gonna make it 80. Yeah, that's why we decided to check call the river instead of just value betting. Because value betting, oh, we just pick it up, that's nice. Value betting is a little bit dangerous if he had like a set or 2 pair, not a set or a flush. I think a set is calling. If he had a flush, he's like gonna jam, and then we were basically forced to fold. So check calling is a little bit better, I think. Riz, where do you normally play live? I'm not gonna barrel this turn. What city are you from? Where do you play live? I used to be a live player for 3 years. Play professionally at Commerce, 1020, 510. C betting. Here we probably go for a check raise. Now we have double gutter and a flush draw. Gonna put in a raise here for sure. Here turning the nut flush draw, I think we're gonna check raise this turn. And we don't get there. When he called the check raise, he has at least an ace. And now he has jack kicker. I just don't see him folding, so we're just gonna check behind, give up. He does have ace jack, so he's never folding that. And here we're gonna check raise to turn. Not exactly sure if he's gonna give us credit for a real hand here. Trying to figure out the sizing if we want to bet. Probably just give up here. I just don't think he'll give us credit for anything. If we bet the river, we're only wrapping a set. I don't think he's folding that hands. So good thing we give up. Could have been disaster if we decide to bluff there. Raise under the gun, 3 bets. Check calling with the flush draw. We do get there. Folding pocket force. And gonna value bet the river. Does get paid by ace king. Here with ace jack suited without diamond out there, we're just gonna check behind. Three betted by the blinds. Definitely gonna call with 7s in position, and which here we're just gonna fold. We do flop middle set. That's nice. This guy 3-bets quite often though, so I'm not exactly sure if he has a real hand here. We'll find out by raising. He does call, and then diamond gets there on the turn. Check it to us. Gonna check behind here, and then another diamond comes. But for him to 3-bet, he doesn't have that many diamonds in his hand. The only diamond he has is the pocket queens with queen of diamonds. Because ace of diamond, kings of diamond are all out there, so it doesn't seem like he has a diamond here. He could have like pocket tens of diamonds. It's really gross. I actually don't think he has a diamond here, because the only diamond combination he have is pocket queens. And then I think pocket queens will probably 3-bet us on the flop. Okay, open this straight flush draw. I think we might go for the call here because I just don't see that many diamond combination. So the only hand that he can have here is pocket queen with the queen of diamonds. That's the only hand he can have. Because I don't think he's doing this with pocket tens and 10 of diamonds. So we're actually gonna call. And he does have nothing. We're playing great, guys. Playing great. Pretty happy with the call. And then I explained our logic pretty well because the way it ran out, we river the nuts. That's nice. Just gonna go for a. Actually, we're gonna check raise the river, I think. A lot of draws missed. He checked behind with ace king. He does have nothing, so I think checking there was the right decision. This flop. I'm gonna give up the turn. Because on that hand, ace of diamond and king of diamond were out there. So the only hand he was wrapping here was pocket queens with queen of diamond, because he 3-bet pre-flop. I don't think he's doing that with queen jack offsuit. Okay, so here he 3-bet us pre-flop, and then he c-bet the flop, and then we raise, and then he check call, which means that he has something connected to the board. In order for him to connect this board and call a raise on the flop out of position, he has to have like queen jack, and I don't think he called queen jack. I mean, I don't think he 3-bet queen jack offsuit pre-flop. So he does. So queen jack is out of the question, and the only hand he's wrapping is pocket queens with queens of diamond. That's the only hand, only combination that he can possibly have and play the way he did. And then it's just one hand and one combination. And then he has all the bluffing combination out there. So that's why I was able to make the overpot call on the river, which without a diamond here, because the board because of the board with like ace of diamond, king of diamond, jack of diamond, like all the diamonds are out there. So what could he possibly be 3-betting pre-flop and then jamming the river? He's not doing that with pocket tens with 10 of diamonds. He's checking that on the river. So more often than not, he's bluffing. That's why we made the call, and I'm glad that it was correct. So even though we're running like shit, gut shot and backdoor flush draw, we're definitely gonna see a turn, and we do pick up extra equity. Not Not sure if we're gonna bluff this hand against his under the gun range. Probably should, but whatever. Small pots. So yeah, even though we're running like crap, we're playing pretty well. So that's the only thing that matters. If you ever want to take poker seriously, you cannot take a look. You cannot focus too much on short-term results because I'm gonna call with suited ace here because poker variance is always gonna be there. So sometimes you're gonna run like crap, and then you just have to keep your mind clear and then not playing bad because you're running bad. Because eventually you'll get out of it if you're a winning player. That is. Gonna pure flop with King Jack suited in position. He's turning Oklahoma. Oh yeah, I heard of Texas Car House. I actually know Bart Henson. He plays there regularly. Just calling with ace queen off here. I play with him at the bike regularly and at Commerce regularly. He's a really solid player, and then I think he's a commentator for Texas Car House, and then he does play there sometimes. Here on the river, we're just gonna check back. Here if we have like ace of diamond or queen of diamond, we can check call this this flop. We don't, so we're just gonna fold. It's not the greatest flop, but we do have top pair, top kicker, so we're just gonna start with a small c bet. So yeah, Texas Car House is pretty nice, very nice place. I wish I can visit one day and play there, but during COVID, obviously it's impossible. Putting a 4-bet here is okay. I don't like calling. We're just gonna fold. This is a crazy session. I think we're down like 1,000 earlier. Like we're down like 5 buy-ins like almost immediately, and then we kind of grind our way back by some solid player. Definitely not like with solid cards, because we have been running pretty bad. Card has been brutal to us. Against unknown, I think we just small c-bet this board as under the gun racer. I think he overfolds a lot. On this turn, I guess we can barrel. It's actually just way too dry. The board's way too dry. I don't think the only thing that would be is like 5-7, 7-9. Small bet, we're just gonna fold actually. That feels like crying value with the queen. Pocket eights, 3-betting is okay, flat calling is okay. I'll probably go with the flat here. Perfectly comfortable playing out of position with mid-pocket pairs. Pretty shitty turn. He's almost guaranteed to bet this turn. So we're gonna just check call here. And he doesn't bet, that's really surprising. I expect him to just check it down. And yeah, he just gave up with 10-9 suited. Open-ended straight draw, but not the greatest flop. Gonna still start with a small c-bet though, because I think he's overfolding if he's without a club. Ace-jack suited, we can put in a 3-bet. Here we flop top pair. Gonna start with a small c-bet. Actually, we're gonna barrel this turn. Hopefully he just fold. He should fold here a lot. If not, we can always hit our straight, right? We don't get there, but we do river a top pair. The 4 clubs does get there though. Facing 4 bet from under the gun raise. We're just gonna fold ace jack suited. Here we're gonna check. On ace high board, I think we start with the small c bet. And he bet over the pot. This is kind of like a similar situation. Like the only hand he could have is ace of clubs. That makes sense. But it's a lot likely for him to have ace of club here versus the hand we played earlier. I think if we barrel here, we're turning our hands into a bluff. We're just gonna fold here. I think we just check here. We've been bluffing too much today. Not sure if people are gonna give us credit. This is a pretty good flop for our range. But we're just gonna fold here. And we're just gonna give up here. Kinda suck, I don't like it, but when we don't barrel the turn, we kinda always have to just check fold here. Start with the small c bet. I'm gonna 3-bet a little bigger here because obviously we are a little deeper. Here we got called. We're just gonna check the turn. Now we don't beat anything. He could have like some king queen, king jack of clubs. Now we just lose to everything. So here we do face a 4-bet. With 10s, I think we see a flop. Now we're gonna call a c-bet at least. Poker Star is the game on Poker Star is pretty tough. ACR is not really that much easier. Labels and colors. So greens are like weaker regulars, fishes. Here we're gonna just bet for value. We're calling this flop. Actually, we're gonna raise here a little bit since we and he does call. I'm just gonna bet for value here on the river. So green tags are for like fishes, weaker regulars. Yellow tags are okay regulars. Mostly we have some notes against those players that we had history with. And red tags are very good regulars, and blue tags are friends. So blue tag are friends, green tags are fishes, bad regulars, yellow tags are okay regulars. Most yellow tags we have notes, and red tags are good regulars. I'm gonna see bet a little bigger on this flop, and same thing here. We do get called. I think when he called the raise on the flop, I am pretty sure we are behind here. So if he does something crazy, we're just gonna fold. And we're gonna try to get to showdown, but I don't expect us to have the best hand here with 10s. If we have a set, we're checking back here as well. So we can obviously have a set and check back here. Here we turn a not flush draw, just gonna continue betting for value. Just gonna check back. And hopefully he has pocket nice. That's the only hand we beat. Facing a 3-bet, definitely gonna call with nice. Flop a gut shot, and he does value bet 54. I think it's kind of mandatory for us to call. Here we're gonna call once. Could he be doing this with Ace King? Folding to the second barrel. Trying to figure out if he might be doing this with Ace King. I don't think Ace King called the raise on the flop out of position, so I think he has like something like aces and kings here. Quite often, he might have ace queen. No, not ace queen. Aces and kings only, I think. I'm just gonna fold. Well, I was gonna fold anyways. That was the plan. I mean, he could have a set too. Like pocket tens there basically beats nothing, only beats ace king. And then I just don't think he'll play ace king that way. Turn pair 8, just gonna small bet. Folding king jack offsuit versus a good regular under the gun race. Blind versus blind, we're gonna open with ace 5 suited. Pretty good flop for our hand. Just gonna start with a small c-bet. And gonna barrel the turn. Three betting's okay here, folding's fine. And we do pair our 5s, but I do expect him to have a lot of 10s here. When he called twice, if not he has like pocket 7 or pocket 8s, we're still losing. I think we have to turn our hands into a bluff. We're only basically beating a flush draw, and we block that super hard. Not exactly sure if he's gonna fold to a bet on the river though. Just folding. We're actually just gonna check. We took too long. I expect him to have like some pocket pairs, and he does bet. That's really weird. That's pretty suspicious actually. We're just gonna give him credit. Can't really put in on hand. I don't think he's value betting a 10 on the river. Whatever. Here we're gonna c-bet, and here we'll c-bet small. Getting 3-betted by our buddy. Just gonna call and see a flop. Pretty good flop for 8s. I think we're gonna at least peel one. He's betting a little bigger, but not gonna stop us from calling. When he barrel like this, I feel like he has at least over pocket. We do pick up open-ended on the turn though. I think we're gonna go for a call and then for the river. That's like the worst card out in the deck. We don't beat nothing now, unless he's just fucking with us with ace queen. And he was fucking with us with the flush draws. Lucky for us to win that one. 3-betting, gonna make it a little bigger because we are playing 200 big blind deep. Facing a 4-bet from this guy. With the ace of clubs, gonna go for a c-bet. And here we're folding. I mean, I don't mind calling as well, but here we're gonna barrel the turn. Don't really want to barrel the turn and give up. Might be better just check. Fold, I think. If we pick up like extra equity on the turn with like a club or something, then we can definitely barrel. But without extra equity, I just don't see the reason to. And we did river the nuts. That's pretty nice. Trying to put him on a hand though. Not exactly sure what he has. Maybe like ace jack. We're gonna go for $30 bet on the river, because I don't think he has much here. And then he does just fold. Maybe I just have like a small pocket pair. Here we're gonna barrel the turn. Not too much though, because there's not much draw out there. The only hand he's calling is like pocket 10s, pocket jacks, pocket nice. So if we bet too much here, he's obviously folding. I think he's folding to this turn bet either way. He does raise. We're gonna check call again, and then check folding the river. He's saying that he has king queen here. Shall we believe him? I think it's pretty believable that he has king queen here. I just don't see why he would like pick this spot to bluff us, because king queen is definitely in our range as well. It's rainbow flop. He can't really have any draws. Don't think he would pick this spot to bluff us, since our range is pretty strong as under the gun raiser. So we're just gonna fold. Folding to that. That's an easy check. I don't know why he took so long. Small c bet. We do get raised. He could be doing this with the queen, he could be doing this with flush draw, he could be doing this with a set. Obviously we're calling. I was thinking about it, we should 3-bet. 7-9 of spades does get there. 7-9 does get there as well. We're just gonna check it to him. NLF Allen, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. He does check. Now I believe he's like just messing with us. Since if he has a queen here, he's almost always barreling the turn with 2 flush draws out there. So I'm actually gonna check it to him. Hopefully he'll bluff at it. Cause an ace is pretty good card for him to bluff. He does give up. He has ace 10 of spades. I guess we missed the value bet there, but I just didn't expect him to have an ace there. I was just putting on like a complete air. That's why we just check it to him. Hopefully that he'll bluff at it. This guy fold to c-bet quite often. We're just gonna check here. I expect him to have a ace here a lot. Checking behind with ace queen. I think we have the best hand quite often. Chop chop. Not gonna bluff this river. Pocket tens. I think he's calling a river bet anyways. 3-betting with pocket eights. Make it a little bigger than normal. Defending with ace nine. Probably go for a check raise here. We got called by 2 spots. Gonna start with a small c-bet. I do expect them to fold a lot on this flop. Cause anything if you have like pocket nines and plus, I expect somebody to like at least 4-bet. Check raising here. And good thing this guy folds, so we have position over this guy. And we do just pick up the pot. 3-betting with 9-10 suited. I would almost never call from small blind. It's either 3-bet or fold. Cold calling small blind is just not gonna be profitable long term. KJax Gaming, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Here we do flop top pair, and this guy never fold to any c-bet, so I'm just gonna start with a small c-bet and folding here. Here we flop top pair. And he raised crazy large. This feels like he have like some kind of flush draws. This just feel like flush draws, but we're just gonna fold. We're gonna take a low variance line by just playing safe. Here checking the turn when the jack hits. This guy check called the flop. Seeing a flop with jack 10 suited. Gonna just bet full value here. I think I can put in like a pretty decent sized value bet here. When we bet $40 out and then we get check raised on the river, we kind of have to fold. And he dunk bet 23. Not exactly sure what that means. I don't think we can fold though against that sizing. Just gonna call. And then he rip us. King 3. Wow. Can't dodge any hands, right? Just pull a 3 outer just like that. Oh. What can we do? We play perfectly. Like we just bet, and then he gets there. What can you do? Checking here. I'm gonna bet the turn when it was check on the flop. Gonna bet the river pretty big here. Gonna overbet this river. We'll do the same if we have like a flush. And we do just pick up the pot. I don't expect him to call there because he never have a. If he had a flush draw there, he's almost always c-betting the flop. So I don't expect him to have a flush, and then we can always have a flush there with the way we played. We're playing a little bit longer today, just because I'm feeling pretty well. I think we played pretty well. It just, even though Carr hasn't been too kind to us, but as long as we're playing well, that's all it matters. Because Carr will eventually come back to us. Opening with 10s. Just gonna call and see a flop with deuces, try to flop a set. We don't get there, we just give up. This is a pretty bad flop for 10s. Just gonna check back. We do get 3 bets. Gonna put in a 4 bet and get it in. Small C bet here with 8s, defending with ace-10 off. And we do flop an ace. Gonna start with the half pie, and then actually we're gonna go for small C bet and get it in on the turn. Just gonna fold here. And pretty good turn. And we're just gonna get it in. We got sucked out there on the river again. Unfortunately. Small pot though. Hopefully he has ace queen. Good luck us. And he does fold. Unlucky. 7-6 facing mid-raise, playing super deep against a weaker player. Definitely gonna see a flop. Turn a pair. Gonna start betting a little bit. I think we have the best hand a lot here. And we do just pick up the pot. Defending with 7-8 in big blind. Papa got shot. We're gonna call this C-bet. And we do get there on the turn, that's nice. That feels good. Hopefully he has something like Ace-King. We're gonna start raising a little bit. Just in case he has like Ace-King or something. He doesn't. Definitely calling with the Ace. No action with Kings, that's unfortunate. Calling the barrel. 3-betting with Ace-5 suited. And when he checked, I think we just check behind here. I just don't see how Ace-10 here can get 3 streets of value, so we should be pretty happy with 2. And that's fine. Against a button raise and a call. This guy is pretty bad, so we're just gonna see a flop. Facing a 4-bet. Obviously we can jam here, but this guy doesn't 4-bet that much, so we're just gonna give him credit for a real hand. 3-betting with Ace-King off. Here, 3-betting with Ace-Queen. We're using a smaller sizing against someone who has a shorter stack, like a 100 buying stack. We do face a 4-bet, and here we're gonna just jam against this player. Good luck to us. And here, if it's suited, we might call, but Ace-Queen against 4-bet, it just doesn't play that well, even we have position. I don't mind a call like every once in a while, but most of the time should be a fold. And here we just pick up the pot. It's always nice. Against 2-player on Ace high board, we're just gonna start with a small C-bet and try to take it away. We do get 1 callers. He can obviously have an ace. Just gonna check back here. Just gonna put in a 3-bet here against under the gun race. We're pretty deep, so we have to play carefully. Definitely not on this flop. This flop is pretty safe. We're actually gonna go for a check here, just to pot control a little bit since we're playing a little bit deeper. With an ace, gonna start with a small C-bet. Small C-bet here as well. Gonna start betting the turn. Around half pot. Here facing this river bet, I'm just gonna believe that he has an ace here, so we're just gonna fold. On this turn we have no equity. I'm just gonna check behind. We do still be like Jack 10 or something like that. Queen 7. Here we got called by 2 players. We did 3-bet pre-flop, so we're gonna just bet 50 and fold to this guy's jam. Actually, I think checking behind might be an option too. I'm just not exactly sure what they're check calling with on the flop. Obviously, they can be trapping with the set, but pocket jacks. We're actually gonna check behind here against 2 players. That's it. That is. Now the spade should help us a little bit. If somebody have a set, he should be scared. Oh no, well not really, like the board pair. So yeah, Yeah, I don't think it would be anything. We're gonna fold. I expect to see like a bolt here sometimes. King, queen. Okay, so they both had a flush. I guess barreling the turn would take it down, but hindsight 2020, right? Now we see their card. Of course, we should have barreled the turn, but a lot of time they could have, something better, especially against two players. Wolfkind7, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Opening 7-9 suited here is kind of loose, but I don't mind it every once in a while. Here on this flop, we're gonna go for a check call. When he checks the flop, we're gonna just lead out the turn. I expect to pick up the pot very often here. We'll play the same if we got like pocket queens, pocket aces. What do you think are the good racks in the pool? I think there's only a couple players that I consider good racks. Sonic 3D Blast is definitely one. There's a couple, but less than like 4 or 5. I think there are only like 4 or 5 players in the pool are like extremely solid, like 5 BB per 100 type of crusher. Most regulars are just not the greatest. Checking behind on this flop. But even though like they're not like the greatest regulars, but I would say like maybe 2 BB, 1 BB per 100 winners. So they're not like terrible, but I wouldn't give them like a red tag unless I feel like they're really solid. Check calling on this flop. There are probably like three players I consider really good regulars in this level. 3 to 4 maybe 5. Check calling. I expect him to always barrel the turn, so gonna check, possibly call, because he'll do this with a lot of king queen, king jack type of hands. He does over the pots. I don't think we're gonna go for a call here, because knowing him, I know he's gonna barrel the river, and I just don't see because if you call and then river is like a jack, queen, or king, and that would suck. So when you overbet the turn, it's always okay to give in the pots. Just can't play the game with too much ego. If you do, you're just basically putting yourself in a tough spot. We got call by 3 players. We do flop a gosh shot, but that's not something to be excited about. On this flop, we're just gonna c-bet our range, and I expect us to take it down a lot. Checking here. Calling with force. He's tanking, I don't know why. We turn a pair. Opening a 10. He bet out when flush hits. With position, I think we call. I think folding is a little bit too weak. You know what? It's okay. Let's worry about being weak next time. Gonna play for another 10 minutes or so and wrap up around 11 p.m. Hopefully something good happens in the next 10 minutes. Calling with ace high here. Expecting to barrel this turn often. Really want to call. We'll give it to him. I feel like ace high is the best hand there sometimes. Enough crazy play for the day. Jack ace suited. Gonna open blind versus blind against an unknown player. Never play against this guy. Ace jack suited. Three batting with jacks. Just gonna check behind here. Folding. 4 bet. We're just gonna get it in. I think blind versus blind. I don't see how folding jacks here it makes sense. Blind versus blind. Just gonna ship it. Good luck to us. Good thing he didn't snap call, so we probably have the best hand. And we do pick up the pot. Five four suited is kind of loose. We don't normally open like that. 10-9 suited under the gun +1. We can 3-bet. Folding is fine. Just gonna go for a 4 here. Folding here as well. Ace king on this flop is pretty shitty for ace king, especially against 2 players. This board just connect way too well with their calling range. Under the gun, +1 3-bet us. Ace jack offsuit is almost always dominated here, so it's better to just fold. Against a mid bet, we can call and see a turn. Defending with 5-6 suited, and we're checking. We beat some flush draws. Lose to pocket deuces. We do flop open this straight draw. So labels, greens are bad regulars and fishes. Yellows are okay regulars. Most yellow tags have like notes, and red are good regulars, and blue tags are friends. Sorry, I don't have a in chat bot. Maybe I'll add it later, because this question has been asked 3 times today already. I'm gonna do a small C bet. Hopefully we just take it down. Flop a gut shot and backdoor flush draw. Gonna start with a small C bet. And we turn a flush draw. Definitely gonna barrel this. If this gets called, we probably barrel the river, depending on what it is. And it's always better to just pick up the pot. Folding deuce is under the gun. Unfortunately, today was another rough session. Didn't run particularly hot. I think we made some amazing plays. Some of our bluff gets called, but no regrets. Next time we'll have the nuts when we do that. Here facing a 3-bet from a small blind, we're gonna call and see a flop. King queen. We do flop top pair with the backdoor flush draw. I like putting a raise here, because I think a raise here get us to the river. He does instant call. And we do pick up extra equity in case he have ace queen. Just gonna bet this turn actually. We get there on the river and just gonna check back. No reason to bet here, because he could have a boat with the way he plays. Very unlikely though. He could have a flush, but most likely just ace queen. Hopefully he doesn't have ace of diamonds. We're just gonna check, because I don't see any worse hand calling a value bet here on the river, and the pot is already big enough. We should be happy with the sucked out. We do have the same hand, but we were free rolling, so we get there on the river. That's nice. He's obviously never calling with the just king queen on the river without a diamond. So like I say, I just don't think like any hand will call like if we bet the river, I just don't think a worse hand will ever call. And then we're just gonna put ourselves in trouble when we value bet and then gets check jammed by a bolt or like a better flush. Even though we have king high flush. But in that spot, it's actually, when he checked the river, it's actually really trappy. And then he's never calling with worse, so when we value bet, and then it's only exposing ourselves to check jam against better hands, and then we're never gonna get like worse hand to call our river bet. That's why I decided to just check behind on the river, which is the correct play.